Because the fact of the matter is, it's not real food.
Some bad news about chicken nuggets. They're terrible for you. Researchers at the American Journal of Medicine randomly selected nuggets from 2 different national fast food chains and analyzed their components, and it was not good. According to the results, just half of the nuggets were actually made of chicken meat, and, quote, fat was present in equal or greater quantities along with bone, nerve, and connective tissue.
Definitely better off just making a real whole chicken and then cutting up pieces of that whole chicken and making your own chicken sandwich. I know it ain't the same, but you could even cut it up, process it yourself, bread it, and make your own nuggets as well.
Even though they seem like a fun, healthy option for kids, they're not. But the fact is still that you're eating balls of fat along with bones, nerves, and connective tissue.
Kids and their ability to be attentive, kids and their ability to concentrate while in school, students having different anxiety issues and things of that nature. A lot of it has to do with this food that we're eating.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4, verse 13. And Yahawah said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. So, call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and truth is sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. In this video, it's talking about these nuggets, okay, as they say, chicken McNuggets, or these chicken nuggets, okay. And first of all, you shouldn't be eating any of this garbage anyways, okay. All this food that's processed is defiled, man. It's garbage in there, okay. But I remember specifically when they changed the name from chicken nuggets to nuggets, because they would have got sued for putting chicken in there because it's not chicken, okay. It's all types of other shit, man. You know, a while ago there was this video that came out of a guy inside of a McDonald's, you know, one of those refrigerated trucks for McDonald's that was supposed to be transporting their meat, you know, their chicken, okay, to go to the factory to get, processed and stuff. And he opened up this box, and it was just this gooey purple stuff. Okay, there was just this gooey purple stuff, and he said, "What the hell is this? What is this?" You know, and that's some chemical they created in the lab or something. You know, or they take a bunch of animal parts and just, grind them together, and put a couple layers of poison on it, and then they process this to feed it to you, and then you feed it to your children. Okay, stop feeding your children garbage, man. Stop feeding your children garbage, man. And me, personally, I'm a new father, so as I'm learning these things, you want to teach and establish these things among your children. When we grew up, we ate chicken nuggets, but even then, it wasn't as bad as it is now. I remember when I was younger, food tasted different because there was no GMOs. In the past 10 years, 10, 15 years, they established something called GMOs, which is genetically modified organisms that is in our food. Okay, so even the food that we eat today is not the same food we used to eat when we were children. The same things that you may have ate when you were a child, you cannot feed it to your child today because that's why, there's all these sicknesses going on. And as the guy mentioned, these kids are having cognitive issues because, they're not eating food. You're not getting proper food. You're getting drugs. Okay, that's all that's in this stuff is drugs and chemicals, man. Okay, which is ultimately destroying your mind. That's why these kids grow up to be demons. If you got a diet of chicken nuggets and fries, your whole life, and this ain't even real fucking chicken, hey man, that's not a healthy diet. And what happens is, a lot of kids grow up, having all types of demons on them, having all types of, mental issues and stuff, because as your brain is developing, it needs the proper nutrition to develop, So like the guy said, and I hate that this guy had a look like an octopus on the head, it always be these guys that so like that's not it.
Because the fact of the matter is, always be real food.
They be trying
Bad
to be super
news
deep.
about chicken.
Let me get past all this. These guys be trying to be super deep, or that call themselves being super deep, and they'll have this kind of hair and come in this type of light, which showed you that he's getting some understanding, but he hasn't come into the full understanding. Same thing for the Israelites that's in this truth. You can't, come into all this knowledge and, look like nah, man. You have to come into an understanding of how you're supposed to carry yourselves as how we're supposed to carry ourselves as sons of the power, okay? Yasharallah, Israel, as sons of the living God, okay? Princes, like your princes of the power, but also sons of the living power, man, okay? This is what the Lord commanded, gave us a way of life, a way to carry ourselves, a way to, dress, a way to, certain ways that we're not supposed to have our hair, and even that, like this video is about your diet, but your whole way of life. It's time to start working out more. It's time to start, reading more. And, these things that you need to do to establish a more sturdy, well-being. Okay, if I, for lack of better words.
Because the fact of the matter is, it's not real food.
Some bad news about chicken nuggets. They're terrible for you. Researchers at the American Journal of Medicine randomly selected nuggets from 2 different national fast food chains and analyzed their components, and it was not good. According to the results, just half of the nuggets were actually made of chicken meat, and, quote, fat was present in equal or greater quantities along with bone, nerve, and connective tissue.
Definitely better off just making a real whole chicken and then cutting up pieces of that whole chicken and making your own chicken sandwich. I know it ain't the same, but you could even cut it up.
And it says no antibiotics ever, but they have something called the FDA, which is the Food Drug the Food Drug Administration, which is where where your food goes to make sure that it's approved to be sold unto you, as well as your medication. But what is medication and food doing being analyzing the same, under the same name or the same building, man? You see, so they're putting the drugs in the food, and your government does this purposely because ultimately their goal is to depopulate. Okay, I gotta say like that for the algorithm, but that's their goal. Their goal is not to have a bunch of strong, healthy, slaves out here. They want, physically impaired and mentally mentally incapable slaves of doing anything besides what they program you to do. Okay, that's why they don't give you food that's going to provoke thought. These foods, all this garbage is just going to make you tired. It's destroying you. Arise ye, it's like in Micah chapter 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So this ain't our rest, man. This ain't the time for us to be trying to get comfortable. This ain't the time for us to be trying to put our damn feet up, man. Okay, understand you have enemies, and your enemies are controlling everything. Now, let me grab that real quick. Because we go to our enemies, for the one of all things. This is part of the curses. We have to go to our enemies, okay? And in that, they pretty much, give us all these things that we need every day. And if they giving you, if you get something from your enemy, is it really going to be the best thing for you? Are they really going to give you the best quality, or are they going to say that for themselves? You see, it says, let me go right here. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 47, because thou servest not the Lord Yahawah thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. You see, when we serve the YAHAWASHI, the Lord gave us the abundance of all things, and everything was pure. Everything was, righteous. But now we're getting everything polluted, everything defiled, shit in our food, man. It says, because thou servest, it's like verse 448, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which Yahawah shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. So the Lord has sent our enemies, and we're serving our enemies, man. You may be working at this damn store, like Publix. You may be working at one of these stores, and buying from one of these stores. So all your money that you get is coming from them, and it's going right back to them, and you just getting polluted and destroyed the whole time, man. Okay. we are serving our enemies. It says, therefore thou shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee. And the Lord sent these people against us, ultimately to conquer and destroy us, and we're still under their hand. It says, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things. So everything that you need, everything that you want, you have to go to this devil to get it. And he's giving you polluted shit. I always talk about it, but I did a video a while back. It's on one of my channels. Maybe I'll re-upload it. But it's a video I did where it was a bunker. They had a military bunker that had enough food in it, stored in it, that can feed the whole earth for 100 years. And they ain't, but here we are in so-called world hunger. Okay, but they said how when they analyzed the food had none of the chemicals that we have in our everyday food in that food. Okay, so this is something that they're purposely doing. Okay, so they're purposely trying to destroy you. It says, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So the yoke of iron isn't physically upon your neck anymore, because he has mentally destroyed our people. Okay, and a part of it is a part of your diet, man. We used to, understand we're not supposed to eat certain things like pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, but this man has destroyed us as a people, and now you eating this garbage. Not to mention it is polluted, man. That's why they say rib meat. You may pick up one of these, processed meats. It's gonna say rib meat. What the fuck is rib meat? That's all that other shit, man. The bones and the tendons and all that shit you ain't supposed to be eating. Okay, they'll take a whole damn pig and a cow and throw that motherfucker in a blender, and then it'll come out with patties of this shit, man. And we ate, like I said, we ate this growing up. But now as we get closer and closer to the end of this thing, you shouldn't be eating this no more, man. You shouldn't be eating none of this garbage. You should be, it's time to start, you want to eat some chicken, grill you some chicken. Get you some chicken, grill it your damn self. And even that, they pump the meat with all type of stuff. Oh boy. You see? And you can't be ignorant of these things. So, oh well, don't matter. Because at the end of the day, this shit will come back and bite you in the ass, man. That's why you got so many illnesses and diseases and cancers going on, because a majority of it is because of the diet, man. Because of your diet, you eating like shit, and that's why you getting shit. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 verse 15: be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So something as small as what you're gonna eat for lunch. Don't be ignorant of that, man. Don't be ignorant of that. Don't say, oh, it doesn't matter. As long as it say it's chicken, man. Get you something better. And that's something I'm telling myself. First of all, I speak to myself first and foremost, man. Start, meal prepping. Start making actual food. Getting vegetables. Because the times you're coming into, you want a strong body and mind, as well as a strong spirit, man. Jake need to start going to the gym and such. Me personally, I just started going back to the gym, and I've been feeling a lot better, man. It'll have you feeling a lot better. You'll be a lot healthier. Okay, the scripture says, "He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved." So we gotta, we gonna have to go through this shit, man. Get ready. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna say shalom, kwame shalom, baba ball. I pray lessons be edified to the whole elect. Shalom.